Today I'm filming something that is a little bit of a failure. Not quite for the reasons one might expect though. But here's the embedded system I'm using. It has a freescale i.mx6 CPU, 128 gigs of flash, 1 gig of RAM, and use it for development of embedded systems. It's got some Wi-Fi cards in it and an MSATA PCI card, mini-pci card. It's a pretty decent system. So I was trying to get it to work with external video. So from here I converted it to the desktop slot, where then it went into a PLX card that gives me multiplexes the pci-express to give me multiple ports. And then it goes into my video card here, the AMD RX580. Now I can get this to detect, but it won't start X on it. And further looking into it, it looks like it's a U-boot variable. So I erased the U-boot variable and tried it without it, but it still isn't trying to start the screen on that session for X. It's been a bit of a trouble, and part of the reason I'm making this video is to see if anybody else has any advice or suggestions on how to fix it. Let me just go over to the computer. As you can see here, it shows up under LSPCI. I've made a custom kernel and I've compiled the driver into it, yet it seems I still can't manage to, oops. Get it to show the display, it just says cannot open. For some reason, when I'm trying to recompile the kernel again now, I'm getting that my processor's missing instructions. I'm going to let it finish and see what happens, but I've got a feeling it's going to fail rather spectacularly, since it's trying to use x86 instructions on ARM32 hard float. I don't know, just thought this was kind of weird that GCC is doing this. It might be part of my problem. Life gives you lemons. Make lemonade or something. Yeah, so I decided to add a bunch of random shit in here. This one here is pretty old. You guys probably remember that if you went through the Windows 98 days. If you had a network card in the late 90s and you had a premium one, this was probably one of three it could be. And pretty much the most common PCI Creative Sound Blaster other than the 5.1 Live. So I added those in, and a USB 3 hub. I might even look around for more devices to add. Let's see how it shows up. Alright, so it looks like it detected everything. I can see the Creative Lab sound card, the 3Com network card, and the USB 3 card. This 3Com card is so old that it may no longer be supported, as it shows up as a non-VGA unclassified device instead of a network card. But, well damn. Turns out, I did not include the driver for that 3Com card in my kernel when I compiled it. Sorry guys, you don't get to see the 3Com card work. I'll see if I have some other ones that may work, but I don't think I have any PCI ones that'll work at this time. On a side note, the sound card looks like it's working great. I might play a tune at the end of this video through it with some speakers if I can find a pair of speakers around here. So I connected a USB drive to it, and it seems it was indeed detected over here. As you can see here, it was detected on the USB 3 port, no problem. So I've swapped out the video card with an Intel networking card. I also threw a Linksys that's probably really a Realtek on the PCI to PCI-express adapter. I still have the USB 3 card. Now, let's see what happens. Alright, so as you can see here, it's showing 4 separate wired Ethernet interfaces, 2 of which have the same first half of the MAC address, so that's showing that the dual network card I put in is indeed working. Alright, so now let's do a quick test of the sound card. Seems to be working quite nicely.